All right, I'd like to show you how to use the media kit in your marketing efforts. Specifically, we're just going to talk about what's included in the media kit, and then I'm going to walk you through how to add the workplace logo to your email signature line. So let's get started. So the first place you want to go is kaletraining.com, which hopefully you have used before. If not, it's kaletraining.com. And then our password is 1951. And if you hit this remember me, I think it will remember you for 90 days. So you won't have to keep putting that in each time, just every several months. So anyway, we're going to log in. And just so you know, I haven't yet, at the time of recording this, updated the page I'm about to show you. So it's going to show 2020 and this is for 2021. So I apologize for the confusion, but I'm technically not allowed to show you the media kit as per the agreement I signed with the Tribune until actually tomorrow, but I'm recording this the day before. So anyway, so on the home page here, and by the way, you'll only see this if you're on a computer. If you're on a mobile device or a tablet, you likely won't see this, which you're going to want to do this on a computer anyway. So again, not on a mobile device or a tablet, but do this on your computer. So you're going to go to Kale Training and you're going to scroll down, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see top workplace logos. So you click on that. You can also search for it in the in the knowledge base search form there. Now, again, this shows the wrong year. It's really 2021. But the most important thing is this link right here, which will remain the same, but just will give you the updated logo set for 2021. So you're going to do that. It's going to download it to wherever you have downloads set to download on your computer. And for me, that goes to my desktop. So I already downloaded it, and it's going to look like this: Top Workplace Chicago Tribune 2021, and it's a zip file. So we need to extract it. So it depends on what zip file program you're using. If you don't have one installed and you're on a Windows computer, it should automatically have an unzip program already. If you're on a Mac, there's one as well built right into the operating system. So you shouldn't have to download anything, but I'm using a third-party software. So this icon will look different probably to you, unless you happen to be using the same program I'm using. So now when we open it, first thing I want to do is extract these onto my desktop, because right now they're still in zip form. So I would just select all of them, extract, and again, depending on what program you're using, you should be able to figure out how to extract them. But I'm extracting them to my desktop, otherwise I lose everything. So I'm going to extract those, and then we're done there. Now I'm going to show you on my desktop where they are. Where are they? Here they are. So here are the 3 folders that we just downloaded. So I'm just going to real quickly show you the LinkedIn one. This may or may not be something you want to use, but basically they created LinkedIn banners to announce us. So if you wanted to update your profile page on LinkedIn with a banner, you could do it there. Okay. Now let's look at, I'm going to skip the logo set for a moment. This one's really simple. This is virtual backgrounds. So for those of you using Zoom or, different meeting, webinar meeting software, you can use this as your background, which also has the Top Workplace logo. So if you're having a first appointment with a client virtually, kind of a nice thing to show if you want to. Okay, but probably what everybody's most excited about are the logos here. So this is the 3rd folder, and I'm going to click on that and show you what's inside. So 2 folders within this, the logos. First is print assets. So these are sort of high quality print versions of the logos. So if you are doing your own marketing material, for example, flyers, brochures, mailers, odds are you're going to want to use these as your logo assets. So if you're building it with another provider, a marketing company, whatever, these tend to be the highest quality versions. So they say PDF, and I don't want you to think of them as readable PDFs because it's not really what they are. They're just logos, but they're high quality. So you have access to all the different logos here. But most of us are probably not going to use these. Certainly, we're not going to use these for our email by putting this in our signature line. But if you're doing any high-end advertising with print stuff or just even high-end digital stuff, and you're using a provider, they may want the PDF versions of these. So you can always give them that. But let's go back to the web and digital assets. So anything you're doing online is likely going to fall into this category. So we have two different options here for file format for the photo or the images, JPEG and PNG. And just to let you know the difference very quickly between these two. JPEG, really the easiest way to think about it is JPEG images tend to be smaller in size, meaning the number of bytes or kilobytes, but also they can't save layers. And what I mean by a layer is if you wanted a transparent background, which is probably what you want for all of these logos. In other words, you won't be able to get that in JPEG. It's just going to be a white white background. So you see the white background here, which is fine if you're putting this on something with a white background, like an email, for example, but maybe you aren't doing that. So you're on your website, maybe you have a blue background or a different color. So JPEG's probably not what you want to use in really any of this, although I included it and you can see the different color options there. Really, you're probably going to want to use PNG, which those files tend to be slightly larger, not a big deal. It won't matter for loading anything for you, but they do have transparent backgrounds. So this is if you're ever building a website, pretty much everything you want it to have a transparent background. So these are exactly the same as the JPEGs, just with that transparent background. So if you have a different color background on something that you're building digitally, then this is what you'd want to use. And so we're going to use these for the email demonstration here in a moment. So pretty cool. Now these ones that are really transparent, are just white. So you can see them if you hover over them, but use whatever color you'd like. So now let's show you how to actually implement this in your email. So I've already extracted these. They're on my desktop. And now let's show you how to add it. So we're going to go to our Kale Realty email. And I always encourage you to, and I don't know how easy, if it's even possible to do this on a mobile device. It would be very challenging and probably impossible. So I don't know how to add a signature line with the graphics to a mobile device via like the Gmail app on Apple or Android, but I'm going to show you how to do it on a PC. So we go log in, and in the upper right hand corner here we have settings, that little gear icon. We're going to click on that and we're going to click see all settings. So click on see all settings, and then under the general tab, which it should default to, we're just going to scroll down, and we are going to, if you don't already have a signature, you're going to create one. If you do have one, it'll probably be here, and you just click on this you just click inside the box here to edit it. Now this is going to show what I have currently, which actually shows our previous logo from last year. So the first thing I'm going to do is just delete this, because I'm just clicking on it and hitting the sorry, that didn't work. There we go. I'm highlighting it and hitting the delete button. So if you have something there that you want to swap out, obviously delete it. So now I have the cursor where I want it. Now I want to put the new logo in here. So there's a couple ways to do it. Easiest way, I think, is just to click on this insert image icon. It's very easy. And then you're going to click on upload. And then you're going to find the file that you want. And remember, choose the PNG. So I'm going to desktop, and I'm going now to the logo set, web and digital assets, PNG. And again, you could really use the JPEG for this, because odds are the background of your emails, unless you're doing something really creative, is probably white. But you know why you should use the PNG, now that I'm thinking about it, even though email backgrounds are white, is that oftentimes most people's mobile devices will change over to night mode at a certain point of the night. And that does sometimes change the background of the emails to like a darker background. So always choose the PNG, just because it'll be really easy. So I'm going to choose this one, basically the same one as last year. So I'm pretty boring, but you can choose one of the more interesting color options if you want. And click OK. Now what this is going to do is likely going to make a very massive, big top workplace logo. Now we obviously don't want it to be that big. That would probably annoy people. So all I do, just to keep it really easy, is I just check the different sizes that are already preloaded here. So the small one looked just a little too small for me, although it's kind of hard to read. Large is obviously too large. I like the medium. I think it just kind of fits perfectly with a normal looking looking signature line. So now we're not totally done. I mean, we can be, but if you want this to link to something, you can do that too. So what I'm going to show you very quickly is how to have it link to something. So you highlight it and you click on that link button. And then for me, I'm going to have it go to joinkale.com because I recruit realtors. And so I want them to check out what we're all about. So I did that. Now, if you have your own website with us, which we've likely created for you, then you could have it go to your website. Now, how many people are going to click on that? I don't know, maybe nobody. But just in case anyone does, you'd rather have it go to something you want them to go to versus not do anything at all. So again, all you do is highlight. I'm sort of, now I can't, I'd have to see where it says go to link. I could change it by clicking on the change. But now everything else is hidden. So I could always change it and go to a different, don't add anything for the text to display, or else it will take it out of the image and put it beneath the image. So all you got to do is just put the URL if you want to one. Again, probably not a big deal, but click OK. And now we have our logo. So that's pretty much it. Then you scroll to the bottom and you hit save changes down here. That's the important part. Please do that. And then just test it. All you got to do is go to compose an email. And there it shows up. And if you click on it, it will also show if the link is working. So in this case, mine says it is working. Go to Join Kale. So pretty simple. Hopefully that was helpful for you. And again, we are so honored and thrilled that you have ranked us as one of the top places to work in Chicago. So we are honored to receive this on behalf of everyone at Kale. And we thank you from all of us in management. So hope this helps, and please use it in your marketing efforts. Okay, thanks.